Hey everyone, welcome. Your very first video tutorial in Print Shop is going to be an overview of how the network works, where to find Illustrator, and then you're just going to play around a little bit today. So remember, I'm not expecting everybody or anybody to be an expert on the computer. So I'm going to treat you all as if you know very little. So don't be offended if you feel like this tutorial is beneath you. Some of you may be more advanced. So if that's the case, you're just going to have to grit your teeth and get through it. The rest of you, hopefully this is very beneficial. So first thing I want to talk to you is about the network system here at the school. So we have a storage system here at the school that everybody has access to. So all of my digital files, if they're not in Google Drive, they're saved here at the school. And you, as a student, you have a folder here, a digital folder here in school. Okay, so you think of this like a big file cabinet, and everybody has a folder inside, and within that folder you can have more folders. That's how you organize all of your digital files. And some of us, by the time we are a senior and we graduate, we will have a lot of digital files in those folders, and some of us may have nothing. It just depends on the classes that you take. All right, so I'm going to show you the one way to get to the files without even being in a program. So one way is if you know the project title or the file title, you can just search for it straight up. So if I know I'm looking for a file that says Illustrator Practice, there it is, okay? So that's if you know the file name. So that's a great option for if you have lost a file and you can't find it, but you know what the title's name is. The other way to get and view what's in your folders is to click on this little folder icon that's at the bottom, okay? So if we are still in remote learning, which we are right now in 2020, remember you have to be in the remote computer, because if you are at home on a laptop, you will have to remote in to get these files. You can only access this filing cabinet if you are on a computer here at school and on school grounds, okay? So we're going to click and open up this navigator. Now yours might look slightly different than mine, depending on what version and when you're watching this video, all that good stuff. But what you need to know is over here on the left is kind of what I call the different branches, that kind of different highways you can go here at the school. You have places like your DVD drive, if you happen to have one. You might have a flash drive installed here. You'll have your desktops, you'll have your downloads folder. Those are all on the specific PC. And then from there, you're going to have these separate drives. Now, you will have one that has your name on it. You also will probably have one that says courses. You will not have common or students. Those are filing cabinets that are only accessible to the teachers because it's stuff that you guys just simply do not need. If you don't see these over here, it might be because this on-ramp isn't open for you to see. So you just have to click on that little button. It may say this PC, it may say my computer. It just, again, depends on what computer you're on, okay? So let's go into let's open a file cabinet. So you need to find where your name is, okay? But I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna go to students because I'm gonna open up one of your guys' folders because I have access to, I can get into your filing cabinet, okay? So you will click on your name. So disregard this. I'm gonna sneak into Haley Bennett's folder because I know she won't mind. So we're looking at Haley's folder. We've pulled open the file cabinet. Here's the folders that she has inside of her folder. Okay, so she has another folder called Adobe. She's got one called Computer Graphics. When you open up your folder, you should see there's another folder that I've added in there for everybody called Print Shop. I want you to double click and open that. Notice I've shoved two more folders in here. Right now, these two folders are primarily empty. Projects is completely empty. You haven't done any projects yet. You'll notice I'm going to hit, I can skip back up to that folder. It'll show you the path you took up here, okay? If you double click and open up the lessons, you are going to see there's a file in there, okay? And it even is going to tell you the file type. So a couple things here. If you don't have these folders inside a Print Shop folder, or if you need to make a Print Shop folder, the easiest way to create a folder is to right click and go to New and then Folder, and it will create a new folder for you, okay? Let's go ahead and open up Illustrator. So you can open and view, you can drag files around within here, but I'm just showing you the basic file navigator in case you are curious. That's kind of how our file system works. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to open up Illustrator. So once you've opened it once, you can create a shortcut and put it on your desktop. It may or may not allow you to do it based on the administrative rights that you've been given this year, and that varies from year to year. So I'm going to show you how to open it up 2 different ways. First way is to click on that start menu, and then you'll have to scroll and find the programs. Now this is a little tricky because you have to scroll down until you find the Adobe folder, which is not even showing for me. Oh, there it is. I just slid right past it. So you'll notice there's a folder in here. If you click and open, you've got all these different Adobe programs. You've got Bridge, DreamWorks, you've got Fireworks, Flash. There are 2 illustrators, okay? You can click on either one. It really does not matter. Your computer should be a 64-bit computer that you should be able to click on that one. But if you open it and you get an error, go back and open up the basic, okay? So you can open it up this way. Let's say you can't find that folder. I'm going to go back to my little search option here. I'm going to click. I'm going to start typing Illustrator. And guess what? There's my program right there. So I'm going to click and open that. So I already have, I'm going to close this file. I already had file open. So when you open it, it'll be black like this. Probably all of your panels are going to be docked over here to the side. In fact, I'm going to reset mine so it looks probably similar to yours. All right, so you've got a toolbar over here, you've got your menu bar up here, and you've got panels over here. The first few lessons is going to take you through all of this stuff. And in fact, there's another video I'm going to have you watch that does a very, very quick, like 5-minute overview that I'm going to allow you to play. But what I want you to do now is we're going to practice opening up a file. And that's all we're going to do. And then I'm going to have you watch a video. Okay, so to open up a file, you'll go to File, Open. Now, if you're creating a blank document, you'd go to File, New, and you set up your presets, but we'll learn that later. But we're going to go to File, Open, because I've put in everybody's folder a file. So here's how you get to it. So this is kind of like going to the folder down here. See where it says This PC? We're going to click on that. You're going to scroll down to find your name. Okay, but again, I'm gonna go back to Haley's. But you would click on your name, double click and open that. So let me quickly go to Haley's folder. Okay, I'm going to open up that print shop folder. Let's open up lessons, and I'm just double clicking to open these, and then I'm going to double click and this file is going to pop up. That's the start of it. That's it. So what you're going to do is I'm going to let you just play around with this graphic today after you watch a short video, and I will have the link in Google Classroom. Let's see if I can find. So it'll be this video right here by Dansky. He's going to, like I said, a 5-minute quick overview. He's got a different image up, obviously. Watch him, and then literally the rest of the day, I just want you to mess around with this image here. Just mess around with it. You can save it or not. It's up to you. The thing you have to remember with Adobe software, it's not Google. It does not automatically save. Google's great because it saves automatically. But for a graphic designer, that's not great because you don't always want it to save because you change your mind a lot. So you want to save when you want to save. So if you do something you kind of find interesting, you can save it. I don't care if you save over the name of this document, whatever. Okay, one last thing and then I'm going to let you go today, and that's about saving. So let's say I did something really cool here and I love this thing and I want to save it. I want to use it forever and ever. When you go to File, you can save it back to where it's at. So if I just go to File, Save, which I haven't changed anything, so let me change something really fast just so. Okay. So now if I go to File, because I've already saved this once, I don't have to go to Save As. I just go to File, Save, and it would save it. Okay. If I want to save it as a different file name, because right now you can see it's called Illustrator Practice. Let's say I don't want to save over that one. I want to keep the original. I would go to File, Save As. So anytime you're saving something for the first time, you want to go to File, Save As. But after that, it's just File, Save, or the keyboard shortcut for that. All right, so you're going to give it a name. So you can call it whatever you want. Here's where it's really important. A couple things you need to know. Do not use punctuation. If you put like a dot, a period, a backslash, anything like that, it will corrupt your file and you won't be able to open it because I've discovered the computer thinks you're trying to code. And when you put some of those characters in there, it won't allow the file to open up anymore. So just make sure that I keep it basic. I always just use basic lowercase and numbers. That's about it. You can use numbers. Numbers are fine, but no punctuation, no stars, no dollar signs, any of that stuff, okay? That's it. Stop this video, locate this video, and then play around with the image.